Everybody loves Elroy. Everybody loves Elroy. Everybody loves Elroy. Everybody loves.
What's going on, YouTube? Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Elroy. And look, let's have a little talk. Let's have a little chat. Glitches, exploits, the differences, and the pros and cons. You see what's on the screen, so you already know what glitch is going on right now, especially with the Division 2. Even after the latest patches, they might have patched the old one, but there's two new ones out. One for console, one for PC, which requires a little more from what I seen to get that damage buff. But let's take it back, way back, when you had cheat codes that was available to you, that was within the game that you had to find. There was a difference. I mean, it gave you the advantages that, with some of the glitches and exploits that people use now in games, but it was allowed then. The way they're developing games now, it's kind of like, I found this glitch within the game, or somebody created an exploit, or they done found a way to cheat it. However it works, however it goes. But most famous one I can think of from back in the days was what? Mortal Kombat and Grand Theft Auto. Of course, you had the first Mortal Kombat with the blood code, that ABAC, ABB. Everybody knew that. And then it went for furthermore from there. I don't forget which Mortal Kombat it was. It was what? Up, up, down, down, left, left, right, right, A, right, down. Why do I remember that stuff? I don't know, but that was put within the game for you to use at your advantage. It was nothing nobody found. The developers made it that way. Developers nowadays aren't making games in that manner. I can't think of too many games now with the new technology and the new visuals and stuff like that to where you was given a cheat that allowed you to have the advantage in the game instead of playing the game as it was meant to be played. So, I mean, it's like, of course, like I said, you got the damage glitch now with the Division 2. I don't even know if the old one still works on the console. I never tried it on the PC, but I know the console was with your special weapon, or whatever you want to call it, your special weapon in the shield. It gave you the damage buff. I did it. Who hasn't done it? And now you got, like I said, two new ones, which will require a little bit more steps. But that, if you want to do it, go ahead. That's fine. I mean, ain't nobody turning no heads or throwing no shade, nothing like that. I mean, a lot of people use it. But my thing is, the pros. Is there a pro? Is there a con? I mean, you get to destroy through enemies, get gear faster. Well, I ain't gonna say get gear faster, but it allows you to farm at a faster rate to look for a certain piece of gear that you might be looking for. Then again, the con is, what goes along with that is you kill the longevity. If you get to the end game fast, then what do you have left? The pro, you know what the pro is. You get to run through it. I mean, I used it, and I'm not saying it's okay, but like somebody like myself who doesn't have that time to put into these games, especially at the rate loot drops are. I mean, you really have to grind for this stuff. You have to play, you have to level up, you have to get to a certain point. Like I said, myself, I'm working 12 hours every day. Stuff playing with the family and the kids on the weekend. We might have more time now due to a lot of places going to be locked down because of the current situation we got going on in the world. But it's like, once you get so far behind, do you want to continue to play? And then at the same time, once you get so far ahead, do you want to continue to play? I mean, it's like the whole grind, you fight for time. You're not going to get a lot out of 2 hours a day. trying to play, especially with these new missions on Division 2, as to where a lot of them are long. Even if you have that time to put the grind on to get the top gear, top damage, make your build how you want to make it, and you can run through some stuff, but it ain't gonna be at that fast pace. Cause I ain't played a a mission on the Division yet that was short, so it's like, where do you what's that thin line? What's that fine line to where, okay, I've done it enough. I got what I wanted. Let's go back to it. Let's play it like how it's supposed to be played, or do you continue that same way? Now PVE states, yeah, I mean it's cool, but I mean, like I said, developers don't want you to find this stuff. And then like I said, the patch is gonna take forever. I think they say you got like another month before they get the damage patched, the damage glitch patched all the way. It's not an exploit because it's within game. You didn't introduce nothing into the game that made it or gave you that advantage. This is just something that somebody just happened to find, and hey, just give me more damage. Like I said, PvE aspect, that's cool. I mean, like I said, you run through it, so forth and so on. But like, you kill the longevity, you get to the end. I mean, ain't nothing else to grind for. Now you're waiting for new DLCs because you ain't playing it no more. On to the next game, and then PvP is just, it's just gonna make PvP toxic all the way around. You know, nobody is gonna want to play PvP with these damage buffs. You might have a high damage, but you may not have the gear. I mean, that's a lot of what people got going on. Yeah, I got the damage, so I can grind for the gear. That's PvE and PvP. But I'm saying, like I said, you know, the old school games, this stuff was built within the game. It was developed within the game for you to find once you ran through it. You know how old games used to be. You get to the end, they give you a code. You play it a certain way, you get to the end, they give you another code. And this allowed you to use that to your advantages. Games so much these days ain't made that way, you know, and developers don't want you to have that advantage. They want you to play the game how they intended for you to play it. So, I mean, it's like, yeah, I found it, I'm gonna use it, you know. My level sitting up here wasn't nowhere near that. So, yeah, I'm telling you, I used it over the weekend, this past weekend, you know, but a lot of people, some people frown upon it, some people won't. It's like, who really cares when anybody think I'm gonna play the game where I want to play? You know, that's how most people do it. But like I said, it really boils down to more so, like I said, myself, I don't have the time like somebody who works 8 hours, or somebody who does this for a living professionally. You know, if you want to call it professional, they just, you know, they became good at the craft, and they set forth in it, and you know, they do pretty good at it, so they have that time to put in, to sit here and play 8 to 10 hours a day, grinding for the gear and stuff like that. And you know, somebody like myself, where I work 12 hours every day, and ain't a day that don't go by that I'm not up from sun up to sundown, and then got to do it all over again, and then it happens again day in, day out. So I mean, I play on the weekends, but is that really giving me that much time? Is that really giving you that much time, especially if you work those kind of hours? I mean, so I it's up in the air. It's however you feel you want to play it, you know. Like I said, if you don't get that time, then of course you want to use that glitch so you can get, I ain't gonna say get ahead of the curve, so you can be up there with the rest of the people that's there doing the high damage outputs, had a high level gear. But then again, you be lagging, you get left behind. So y'all know what it is. You know, leave your comments below. Like, as I said, comment, subscribe, follow me on Twitch, all the social media. All my links will be in the description. But y'all give me y'all take on it. How you feel? What you think about glitches? What you think about exploit? What you think about how did you feel what it does to the game? Does it ruin it for you? Or do you not care? Or it just don't really matter to you? It just might be a game, you know. Just something you like to do on the side. Might be a hobby, but that's my video for today. Y'all know who it is. It's your boy Elroy. It's a mag life, baby. Middle age gaming. Y'all know the motto. It's overtime, family time, game time. You know what it is. Get at me.
Everybody loves